Hello, welcome to English 101 Online. I'm your instructor, Mr. Weinkoop, and I just want to take a few minutes here to introduce myself and then give you a short tutorial on how to navigate the D2L site. So a little bit about me. I've been working in HCC since 2015 and was brought on full-time last summer in 2019. I have been teaching online since 2015. So this is not my first time teaching online. And in fact, I've been teaching pretty consistently online over the years. So I'm pretty prepared to teach this online class and work with you on it, even though that you may not be ready to take this online class. So I hope that you feel comfortable enough working with me. I feel very comfortable now with D2L. Some of you may or may not have used this site before. It's the site that we're going to use for you to take the class. And I'm going to show you how to navigate that here in a minute. Just a few quick things about me. I'm from the Hagerstown area. I was born and raised in Boonesboro, attended Boonesboro High School before I went to Salisbury University. So I'm a local boy, born and bred. I know the area well. I even started college at HCC when I was in high school. So I know the area, I know the school, I know the people. I am recording this on campus in my office, so I apologize for the video quality here. It's a little darker than I can't really do anything about it. It's about as good as it's going to get. I'm in BSH 122. However, my office hours this semester will be held virtually. So this is kind of how we will be interacting with the course. And the course is asynchronous, meaning that there's not any set weekly times where we have to meet online or face-to-face or anything like that. So you can complete the coursework on your own time throughout the week within the deadlines, obviously. I'm going to go ahead and flip over to D2L, and really what I want you to see is just how to navigate the course, how to move your way through it, how to complete assignments. So go ahead and share my screen with you. Okay, so when you log in to D2L, you'll see a list of courses, and I'll actually go out here real quick to show you that. So you should see a list of courses. You want to make sure that you're on credit fall 2020. And then our course is English 101 15. So if you click on that course, you'll be brought to the course homepage. If you've used D2L before, some of your instructors may use this page a little differently. I would just let you know that when you first log in, you'll see an announcement here with this video posted. Sometimes I'll post announcements for review of things that we did the week prior. I don't typically leave announcements here. I leave them through Remind if there's something that I need you to know right away. Sometimes I'll leave announcements like for extra credit or a survey that I want you to take, but usually it's referencing things that we did the previous week. A couple things here as well. The updates widget, I really would recommend not doing anything with. You'll frequently see links here that say things like 27 unread discussion posts. If you click that link, it's going to take you into a page of discussion forums for the class, and it's not going to take you to the actual posts, and you'll probably get confused. So I really would just recommend not using this. I can't do anything about it. I can't get rid of it, or I would. So I would just ignore this. It's not really that important to what we're doing. The calendar, on the other hand, is a little bit more important, as it will explain some things when items are due. So you can kind of go through the calendar and just see certain due dates. Usually things are due on Thursdays or Sundays. And it'll also have some upcoming events down here as well. However, I do just want to let you know, it's not a good idea to navigate the course through this calendar. The calendar is useful in that you have to, you'll see due dates there. So it'll remind you when things are due. However, I wouldn't recommend clicking those links to access the course material. To do that, to navigate through the actual course, you want to focus on this content tab up here. So if you click on content, this is really where the course is. So if you ever use Moodle, and when you logged into Moodle, for instance, the course was just there on that main page. The content tab is like that. It's where everything in the course will be located, and it's how you can access other things that you need to look at. So the way I have this set up, if you look over here on the left, you'll see units, and I'll open the units as we move through the course. So I really just want you to focus on the specific unit that we're moving through. There will be 4 units, each 4 weeks long. So roughly 4 weeks long. I think the last one's like 3 weeks because of the semester times. So there'll be 4 weeks, and at the end of each unit, a major essay assignment will be due. So we'll have, you'll notice here, we'll have individual assignments throughout the week, but they all lead up to a major essay assignment that's due at the end of the unit. You'll also notice that there are typically due dates throughout the week. So there's, for discussion posts, there will be something due either on Friday, usually Thursday, and then a final post due on Sunday. And then sometimes there's other assignments that are just due on Sundays. So just keep that in mind. I have this set up to where there's some redundancy in the navigation. So you can navigate the site through these links, or you can click the weekly folders here, and it kind of, again, it'll tell you what assignments are due, or you can go here to do those assignments. A couple other things on this page. The syllabus and schedule are here, so make sure that you are accessing those. Please read the syllabus in full. It has my course policies on it, so I'm going to hold you to those policies this semester. And then here's a schedule of the first 8 weeks of the class. It's the same as what you'll see on D2L, but sometimes this is easier for people to just print out and have next to them, so you can kind of see what's due. I have the dates here. These days of the week correspond to that week. So Sunday is the 6th of September for this first week. So you can print that out if you need it, and it's there. A couple other things. If you go to the overview, this has some information from my syllabus, my name, my email, my office phone. I will be in here sometimes throughout the week, although I won't be here every single day all day long, so just keep that in mind. The best way to reach me really is through the Remind app, which I sent you instructions for. And then I have office hours, which will be held virtually. You can access those through this link. So during these times, I'll have a Zoom meeting open. And then if you click this link, I think if there's any issues, you can text me through Remind and we can troubleshoot. But if you click this link, it should bring you into a waiting room for the Zoom meeting. And as long as I'm not in like a private meeting with a student that needs to speak privately, I'll let you in right away, or you may have to wait a few minutes, just depending on who I'm speaking with and what we're speaking about. There is a password. It's just office with a capital O. So, and then, again, I left more course navigation here just for redundancy. These links won't work yet because they're not open, but you can click through here if you need to. And then I have the course outcomes and gen ed outcomes there as well. So that's the course in a nutshell. It's really not, I don't think it's difficult to navigate through. And I spent a lot of time this last year working with students trying to figure out the best way to do this. So if you have any questions or concerns, just let me know. I will say that links break on D2L, and there's just, the only thing we can really do about it is if you let me know through Remind as soon as you see a link is broken or not working. Sometimes it just happens when I import stuff into the course, or they just break during an update, or like a file goes missing. I think that the way I have it set up now, that will be very minimal and it won't happen very often, but it does happen occasionally. So please just let me know if anything isn't working, if any links are not working. And it might just be that I have to open something up. I might have forgotten to open something up, or the file is missing or whatever. So the only other place that you need to interact with on D2L is the grades page. So if you go into grades, this is where your grades and feedback will be. The only thing I'll really say about this is you'll see the points out of however many points. So all your essays are out of 100. 100% total. Homework assignments are out of 5 or 10 points depending on the assignment. But then each thing is weighted. So if you want to calculate your grade at any time, It does that for you in D2 automatically, but if you need to know, if you want to know what to get on the next assignment to bump your grade, you kind of just add up these points. So this is the weight achieved, and it'll be out of a total of 100 points or weighted points here. And you can calculate that that way. The other thing is you should see maybe a rubric or some feedback comments. So whenever assignment is submitted and I get it and grade it, sometimes for smaller assignments I might just slap a grade on there. There might be a rubric, but definitely for larger assignments and frequently for the smaller assignments throughout the course, I leave feedback either in the rubrics or holistic feedback that you should see. Like there would be a link here for. So make sure that you're checking that, and I'll let you know when I return work to you. But make sure that you're reading those comments because they're really important for the next assignment. The big difference, and I want to put my face back up here again. The big difference between a face-to-face class and an online class is that in an online class, I'm doing a lot more preventative stuff where I'm giving you feedback and comments before a paper is due. I'm still doing that in the online class. However, because we're not in class, there's not in-class instruction, there's not group work and discussion like that where we can talk about these problems together. A lot of times I have to leave those comments on the essays that you submit. So, or the homework assignments that you submit. So it's really important that you're reading that feedback for the published assignments because that's where a lot of the instruction takes place in an online class. So again, if you have questions about that or you see comments that you're just unsure about or you don't know what I'm trying to say, again, reach me through the Remind app and just say, hey, I don't really understand what you're saying here. Could you give me some more context for it? And I'm happy to oblige that way. The last thing I want to say about that is some students, they freak out when they submit that first paper and they don't do so well. I will say that I am not the kind of instructor that, you do really poorly on the first paper and then the rest you do well on, but that first paper really weighs your grade down. If you're making improvements throughout the semester, I take that in consideration. So for instance, let's say you just tank the first grade. Let's say you turn in the first paper, it's like a 50% and you're freaking out. If you read my comments in that essay and you really work hard on the next several essays and you take those comments, and I notice that when I leave you feedback, you fix those issues in the next paper, right? If you're doing that, it shows me that you're learning and that you're taking my comments in the class seriously. So if you're showing those improvements, I'm gonna make sure that your final grade reflects that. Now that's not to say that I'm just gonna drop your worst essay. I'm just saying that if I see that you are making the improvements, if you're taking the feedback seriously, that could be the difference between a B and a C or an A and a B for me on the back end, where I'm looking at it and saying, they really tanked that first one, but everything else shows improvement. It's really strong. Maybe you get A's on everything else. I'm not going to let that one bad grade hold you down if you're showing that hard work in other places. So we can talk about that more throughout the semester. But that's it. I don't think this is difficult to navigate through, but Remind will be your lifeline to me if you have any questions. So that's it. I'm going to get out of here, so don't waste any more of your time. Please let me know if you have any questions, comments, concerns, or complaints about the course. And I will see you in the discussion boards this semester, and you'll see some videos from me and some comments from me as well.